Hello one more time, my dear friends from C506, C506 US, C506 Europe, and also C506 Latin America. My name is Johan, and I am extremely happy to be here again with you guys and doing something that I love, and I'm talking about tabletop games, and especially two of my favorites. Because today, as you may notice in the miniature or maybe the text, we will be unboxing the Pathfinder Beginner box and the Starfinder Beginner box. Welcome to Sábados en Geek. This is going to be on cable as well here in my country. I know that some of you guys are asking for the show to be extended a little more. We are trying to do something live every single Saturday, and this is something that we are doing and we are loving. But there is something I really want to address first, and maybe some of you already know, maybe some don't, but I used to do this show with one of two of my best friends. So I'm talking about Benny and I'm talking about Snowball. Um, when the pandemic started, we started doing a lot of things and we had a lot of fun. And that was amazing. I remember doing shows with even 500 people online. And that's why we're doing this on Facebook as well, because I want you guys to know that we are both on Facebook and YouTube, but it's gonna be better if you can join both of them because we have a lot of products and stuff. So I don't really want to. This is more like a show that I do to talk about what's going on with our website, with our project, the people interested in my weight loss journey. I recently lost 6 pounds more for a total of 110 kilos. And officially, I'm 2 pounds away for my, let's say, good weight. But the trouble is that I still have a lot of skin that I maybe can get removed, but I don't want to, especially now. But yeah, let's address the big situation, okay? So 2 days ago we lost Benny, we lost Boros. He died in Heredia. He died in Costa Rica. He was extremely important for shows. I remember him talking about board games, about tabletop games, about his favorite dice and characters. And this is not something easy for me to talk, and neither for Snowball or any other editor on C506. So what we are going to do is to celebrate them, to celebrate him by doing this video. So I really want to say thank you again to the people on Paizo, because they are actually sending us amazing stuff for you guys to see and actually play. Remember that we are at this point doing a giveaway for an amazing book, and for that you have to go to our YouTube and double check our videos on Paizo and Pathfinder, and you will find what we are doing there, because we just recently crossed 5,000 followers, and that's good, because I mean, we just got started with YouTube and we are having a lot of visitors, so I'm dedicating this to Porras. I know he's happy right now. I don't know where he is, but he was a great friend. He was a great host. And this is gonna be really important for me, and I hope for all of you guys who knew Porras or read something from Porras, his articles, his videos. You know, life goes, life comes. He was extremely healthy. I remember him going and picking me up during my surgery. But this is not time to speak about sadness. This is time to celebrate life. So, I've been recently doing stuff with Starfinder. So, I'm guilty of creating Alien in Starfinder. How, you are gonna say? Well, I do have a couple of homemade rules. Plus, I also have the miniatures, and I print some miniatures. So if you are into space, if you're into something like StarCraft, if you're into Alien, if you're into Predator, and you want to play with your friends, this product is exactly what you need and what I am offering to you, because I'm going to add this set to the giveaway. Okay? And how are you going to win? There is no requirement. This time the winners are going to be selected directly in the Starfinder groups that we are, and via people connecting with us. So Starfinder. So maybe some of you guys want to pick up some dice and start an adventure. Or maybe you are someone like me. A couple of years ago, you played Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition or 1st edition, or my favorite 3rd edition, and now the time has passed, and maybe you even played D20 Modern, and well, you just want to have some fun. So hey, it's perfect, because with this little box you will get everything you need to start playing right away, including a dice set and a card for Munchkin, which is awesome actually. But I'm really amazed of the lot of things that you get from this beginner box. Because of the price, you get a lot of things. So I'm sure that our folks from Paizo, they're probably not doing pretty much money on that, because you get a lot of things and the price is so good. I'm gonna leave the links directly to get a copy on Paizo directly, and you can also search for it on Amazon if you have like a one of those free shipping options. And you can also go to your local friendly game shop and ask for some of them. If you want to win this one, just get into our Starfinder group or any other of the recognized Starfinder groups on Facebook or forums where I'm going to be publishing this video, and let us know that you want to win, and I'll be taking your response, and if you win, I'm gonna mail it to you. So let's see what we have here. This is the combat reference guide. This is a hero's handbook. This is like what you need to know as a player. And for example, there is always a class. I mean, there is a role that you need to fulfill. For example, let's say you want to be a mechanic, or you want to be someone like Han Solo, like an operative or a soldier. There are so many things that you can do in Starfinder. And actually I showed you guys a book about magic in space, because now we have some amazing rules, and also rules for mechanical units. And wow, it's amazing. So for example, my campaign is based on just a single ship, a huge ship. I took a lot of creativity from Mass Effect, and it's like a little bit of terror, a little bit of fun, and the characters are having a lot of fun. But the thing is that here you get all ready to go. So as I said before, maybe you want to play but you don't know how, or maybe you're bored, or you're a little bit lost, you don't want to go to the communities for help. This is the thing. This is something that you definitely need to go for. This is all that is included. I love the Paizo Goblin. As you guys know, I'm an action figure collector, and I've been looking for the Goblin with dice, and I'm still looking for it. If you know where a Goblin is being sold, let me know. So there is a Hero's Handbook here, a Game Master's Guide. This is for the people that's gonna be the Game Master. There is always gonna be a Game Master. So the Game Master is the person running the game, doing the rules, creating the world. It's amazing, but sometimes you want to be the Game Master, and maybe sometimes you want to be also a player. And you can fulfill both roles, and it depends on you. But definitely, if you're going to start, I recommend you to please be the Game Master. Start training as a Game Master, start reading, start knowing the rules, and as soon as you feel really fine, you can jump and create your own character, and you can be the master as well. Or you can join any community and be a player for other game masters, and with that you are going to receive a lot of experience. Because if there is something that I have been seeing a lot, is support from the Paizo, Starfinder, and Pathfinder community on helping people. It's crazy. So here we have some character sheets. This is what you most of the times or always use to create a character. I showed you guys a couple of special character information made by B and Greens. We did a review for the cleric and rogue, so you can really have a special character information or journal if you want, but most of the times you will be playing with this, or you will be playing with this on your phone if you want to save some paper and help the environment. So this is very for people that have been asking, like Mariel from Panama. I want to say hi, and this is the question to your answer. So you have strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So based on this, you are going to be able to do stuff like jump or eat a lot or make miracles, feats, fight, jump, pull over people, doing technological gadgets. It's up to you, it's up to your game master. Your imagination is the limit of this game. But we also have some already created characters. And this is good because also players can learn. For example, these are conditions. We have here some conditions for you to learn. And this is good for both masters and players to understand and know. We have frightened, helpless, impaired, staggered, unconscious. These are things that maybe as a game master we already know, but new people don't. So this is going to help a lot. So definitely people sometimes change these rules, but there are some that you really don't want to change, okay? So what can you do if you are having X situation? Well, it is up to your master and it is up to you, and especially the dice, because you need to roll for your stuff. That's how it works. If you roll high, most of the times you're gonna be okay. If you roll low, it's not gonna be good. But I mean, I love to roleplay, and there is no tabletop with no role playing, so I do a lot of roleplay, so mostly my campaigns are not only fists and lasers. There is a lot of investigation and a lot of stuff to do. So I love that. You can, if you want, you can do an entire campaign with no fights. Sometimes the best fight is the one that you can avoid. So we have some extra rules here. What you can do, what you should do, movement, attacks, how resting works. There is one for each player. So that's very informative. And I'm sure that characters and new people, well, and new masters are going to learn. So we have here more information of what's inside this. Okay, so one of the most, let's say, slow parts of playing is creating your character. But since Paizo and Starfinder want us to go like right away, we already have characters ready to go. So we have an envoy, we have a mystic, we have an operative, mechanic, soldier, technomancer, and again the Game Master's Guide. This is for your eyes only master. You can find information about the adventure that you're going to play here. I love the fact that it explains a lot of what's game mastering, rewards, adding details, drawing location, traps. I mean, as a master, your objective is not to kill your players, it's to be someone ready to give fun to other people and get some fun yourself. Also, we have some enemies here, and the guide is going to teach you how to play, how to use these enemies, and how to represent them. Also, we have here this beautiful map. This is a double-sided map, so you can be running your adventure. Quite a dungeon here. You can definitely use this one for different adventures, not only for one. And this is a beautiful extra. You get tiles, figures, miniatures to play. So you're going to represent your character with this miniature. Yes, there are miniatures made of plastic, and these are some miniatures that you're getting. This is board, and I love them. Actually, I have a lot of these ones. I like how you can represent a lot of stuff, and you can actually have one for every single thing that you have on this box. Okay? So at the end, what the beginner box is something that you are going to open and just start playing. You're going to start playing by rolling those dice and by having already your character. And if you love the game, if you like the game, if you want to give it a shot, go and purchase the core game, because this is only a part of the game. So we recommend you to go and get the core game, and later on expansions, and you can continue to grow up and learn more and add more stuff to your, let's say, campaign or world. Okay? So yeah, it's a beautiful world out there. You can create your own maps, you can do your own stuff, you can use characters. Maybe there is some weird alien over there, and there is actually options for you to insert characters that maybe are in your mind, and that's it. It's like poetry. You are writing your own novel but it is live and you can play with your friends. So that's for Pathfinder. I'm sorry, that's for Starfinder. Now we are going to take a look on my top 2 favorite game, which is Pathfinder. And this is a box that you really need to have. Even as I don't know, a board game geek, or if you are studying in, I don't know, any kind of role-playing adventures, this is huge. This is amazing. Just look at the art, and there is a lot of stuff here. Oh, this is beautiful, and we are getting even more dice. Look at the colors. I love dice so much. I even have dice that I did with metal. And I forgot to tell you guys, you get the bases from the miniatures that I showed, made of cardboard. So obviously you are going to be able to put them on your table, okay? Now that the pandemic is a little bit just retiring a little bit, it's time to go back to the friendly shop, time to go back to the game master and have fun throwing those dice. I love to make some good food for my players, drink some wine and have fun. So this is what we get. It's pretty much the same, but in a medieval setting, because this is Pathfinder. It's Pathfinder Starfinder. Alright, we have the Hero's Handbook. We have our dice. They're actually 13 bases, more pawns, characters, blank character sheets, and reference cards, and again a double-sided flip map. Let's go ahead and see them. I'm using my beard because the first time I did a show with Benny, I used my weird beard, and he really liked this one, so it's like a tribute. So yeah, again a reference card for your players, for them to understand a little bit. One for each. Okay, here we have empty character sheets for you to create new characters in the world. This is really straightforward. You can just create a new character. And we have the key, the beginner's book. This is the Hero's Handbook. Again, we go back to the rules of a player, of how to be a player, and the classes. There are examples of play here. Classes like fighter or rogue, alchemist, wizard. You can find the spells. For example, for your wizard, you can find the spells that you are going to be able to cast here, and for your fighter, the feats that you are going to be able by fighting. And again, this is like an introduction, because if you get deeper on this lore, you are really gonna want to get the core of Pathfinder 2nd edition. I'm playing second edition. I'm loving second edition. I strongly recommend you to please check our videos about second edition and how I swapped from D&D 3.0 to Pathfinder second edition, and I am extremely happy. So I really found a new place to be and to create my own world. And I'm doing that. I'm mixing a lot of concepts, and the game is allowing me, and we're having a blast. So these are again characters already made. For example, he is a fighter. He's called Valeros. There is a Pathfinder edition 1. There is the second edition, and I mean, you can play first if you want, but I do believe that second edition is coming strong. The books that second edition is making are beautiful, pure quality, and there is a lot of good stuff to come. So if you get the core rule book, you are going to be on the way. And if you start getting more books and more books and more lore, you're gonna be more than ready. And trust me, this is a game that you want to play. Same with Starfinder. I mean, if you don't know about tabletop games, this is magic. This is one of the best things that you can do in your life, for real. It's not something like only for nerds. No, not at all. This is a game changer. Personally, thanks to games like this one, I was able to change my life, literally. So we go now to some adventures, and again the basic rules for the Dungeon Master. And we do the same. We go over the dungeon that we are going to have, how to build adventures, giving experience points, applying traps, playing the adventure, how the things work if you are on land or if you're swimming, dangers of enemies, creatures. I love the Goblin Commando. This is like an enemy. Just look. So much cool. I love the Goblin because also Paizo, like they love goblins too. And if you are into games and then into miniatures, wow, it's an amazing world. It's like one of the best hobbies to have. And well, this is pretty much it. It's the same as Pathfinder, as Starfinder. You get the double-sided map that you can also use on different adventures if you decide to get more on the game. Wow, and this dungeon is actually amazing. Just look at this. Yeah, this is really good. And with the pawns that we get, so imagine being the game master and plotting against your friends and having maybe a really bad dragon at the end that you are improvising. That's something that I love to do. And let's go ahead and check the pawns, because these pawns are really amazing. You see? these are the warriors, these are the creatures, these are the monsters, and also signals for traps. And here we have more. And also you get information about the books that are recommended to play Pathfinder 2nd edition, which I did an entire video, so please go ahead and take a look at them, because the adventure always continues. This is the core rulebook. We have the advanced player's guide. We have the bestiary. So this is a manual or a book with a lot of monsters for you to use, and the game mastery guide. We have the 4 of them, and that's all that you really need to play. And you can even get started with just the core rules and your character sheets and your dice set. So if you get this and you get the book and dice and friends, that's it. So again, I'm extremely happy with this because I believe that Paizo is trying to put a lot of opportunities for new players or people interested in role playing. You can identify the beginner's box because it looks like this. And there is a lot of information. I mean, you can play for a good time for like an hour and from 2 to 5 players. And I've been playing, for example, I remember playing board games or tabletop games for days. So yeah, it can be a little tricky, but I was a kid and with nothing else to do, so now I'm kinda grow up, so I know how to manage my times. But it is beautiful to play once a week, twice a week if you're lucky and you have a great group, or if you are very into, you can play all days. It's up to you. The game is up to you. It's like a video game. Imagine your favorite video game, but on your hands, and you are the CPU. Okay? That's the magic. Meaning, if you're reading a novel, and this novel is making you crazy because of something, or you are watching series, you can add the magic of your series or the character that you're reading from a book to the game, and then you are going to experience the stuff that you love, the stuff that you like. And by having these props, these maps, these amazing features, I mean, you just want to play and play more. We just got these 2 boxes from Paizo, as I told you friends before. The Starfinder box is for a giveaway, so please make sure to join us in our official group on Facebook. We have 16,000 people already there talking about tabletop. So make sure that you are going to get an answer if you have a doubt. Personally, send me a message and I'd be more than happy to help you. Or you can talk with a lot of people into Pathfinder. I know that Pathfinder is really overpowered about helping people, and I even met people like influencers from my country or another country or conventions, all of them, they are going to help you to understand this. And it's not that hard. I mean, you are going to jump into the train, and as soon as you're, I don't know, in the blink of an eye, you're gonna be ready, just like a video game. But this, there is no end. I mean, if you play World of Warcraft or something like that, it's going to be like playing that kind of game, but with even better rules. And yeah, this is one of my favorite games, and I'm very heroic medieval about that. So I'm guilty. I'm not biased because this is pure quality. I don't really recommend something if I don't trust in the product. But this really, really deserves the best. So I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to explain here, and I'm going to add this beautiful dice set to my box. Oh, whoa. This one. So, I mean, if you get into the tabletop, you might get in love with also the terrain, because there are rules for terrain, there are rules for miniatures, and you are going to be in love with your dice. You are going to have your favorite dice. So, personally, I always want to have more dice. Maybe you guys can take a look here. Like over 100 dice. For real. And I have had more. I lost a lot of them in a fire. But yeah, the hope continues and the game continues. We always have to go on. So I know this was a really long video. We have half an hour for our show. So I'll be probably editing this one for TV. But I'm going to upload the complete video on YouTube. And check our recent interviews, and there is something really important that I'm going to be doing on Friday. As you guys know, we all love Todd Mcfarlane here. He's one of our sponsors, he's one of our friends, he's really special with us. He believes in C506. He has been always there, same as Carmen, her manager, her wife, lots of people helping us. And I really want to talk with Todd about his experience playing games like Pathfinder or Starfinder. So don't forget that next Friday we are going to be with Todd Mcfarlane, not live because we have to edit the interview, but we will be talking and asking a lot about games, because actually he loves games, and he made all the art of Kingdoms of Amalur, and that's a gorgeous role-playing game. So I really want to ask about that, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be the one interviewing him, or maybe Luis is going to be with him. We distribute our work between all of our, let's say, departments, and we have been working some stuff with Benny now that he's gone. So we also have some writers training joining from Colombia and from the US, and there is a lot of things to do. 2022 looks amazing, and I promise to have a lot of fun. We don't know what's gonna happen next, but definitely I'm going to be really happy next. So it was my pleasure to make this video, and I hope that you can get into Pathfinder if you're someone like those people like Arturo from Costa Rica, or Ryan from the US, Stefan from Canada, that you guys are like in the middle about going completely tabletop, or just middle table, not that role. Just jump, go ahead and play some role. It's not embarrassing, it's not bad, it's just beautiful. So go ahead and roleplay, because I mean, for real, this is an experience that you are going to love for the entirety of your life. And all the culture related to the tabletop games is amazing. It's global, it's in the movies, it's in Easter eggs everywhere. There is a lot of stuff to do. So let me know if you're going to play. Let me know if you want the Starfinder box, and let me know what you want to see next in our channel. Or maybe you want to buy a book from Pathfinder and you are not sure about what you're going to get. Just leave me a message and I'll be more than happy to review the book for you. My name is Johan, editor of C506, a big friend of Josue, and we are all going to miss him, but I'm sure that he's really happy just like all of us. So thank you, my friends. Thank you for the time, and please have a wonderful week. And remember that you guys are the best. That's all I have to say. And always keep that in mind. Thank you so much. Goodbye and good night.